Hello viewers, welcome to part 10. All aboard. Well, as you can see, I wanted to kind of give you a status update. I guess I've been working on this about 4 or 5 days since I posted the last video, and kind of give you a view of my progress so far. It really doesn't look like I've done a lot, but I've got more than probably 10, maybe 12 hours worth of work in this. This goes a lot slower than I had hoped. Of course, I'm being real picky and wanting to be nice and perfect with it, although it's not perfect as I'd like, but it's coming along nice. Kind of give you a view here. As you can see, I've been laying the matting. Let me get this out of the way. I'll show you that here in a second, but as you can see, I've been laying my matting and doing my ballasting. I do a part, like, probably I'd say about 2 or 3 foot a night. It just takes a lot of time, and I can say I'm getting better at my ballasting. You have to kind of keep in your mind that the effect you're wanting to look is you're wanting it to look like it's under the track, not over the track. And I kind of feel like some of my first ballasting didn't work real good. I think I might do a separate video, not part of this series, but just on how to mat and ballast, because I'm no expert at it, but I think I'm getting a lot better at it because I've definitely learned some tricks as I've moved along on it. But anyway, I want to kind of give you a view. As you can see, I've been painting my track too. It really looks good. If you kind of get over here in this area, you can see what I've got going on as far as what the track looks like. And what I do is I paint it brown. Of course, keep the tracks themselves clean, but I paint it brown, and then I go back and I highlight it with I highlight the ties with either a gray or a black. I tried black first, and it didn't look as realistic. The gray kind of gives it an aged look. I don't know if you can kind of get a good view over there and see where I've done the gray. There was an area over here. Sorry, I don't want to make you seasick, but there's an area where I did the black, but I think the gray looks better. I'll probably go back and do that in gray, but as you can see, I painted brown. This hasn't been highlighted in gray yet. You can really tell the difference, and that was highlighted in black. But just brown to highlight back the ties, I think it really gives a great effect, and I'm real happy with the way it's looking. But just slow. It takes time. I'm being meticulous about putting my paint down, and I don't want to paint obviously the rails, so I use a little fine paintbrush like this right here, which as you can see fits right nice in the middle, and then I just paint along. Then I paint the outside, and then I go back, clean the brush, and go back with my gray or whatever after the brown dries, and then do a highlight on the tops. But anyway, yeah, this is the next piece I got going on here. But as you can see, it's coming along. It's slow, it's tedious, but at the end of the day, I'm enjoying it. It's relaxing, and I get a little bit accomplished every day, and that's the whole point. I wanted to show you too here. I think I pretty much got my tunnel and heel done. Let's kind of back up here, right here. I just had that set on top because it's kind of my vision, but I've kind of got this backwards to the way I usually work on it, because obviously I worked on that side first, and now I'm working on this side. But as you can see, this is the tunnel entrance. Next, I decided on it. This is all cut now. I'm going to go ahead and I will paint all this black, because you don't really want to see on the inside of the tunnel, but that'll be easy. I've got the enamel paint, which, by the way, there's kind of a view of my supplies. I was talking about earlier, I had them in the bags, but kind of show you a little bit of my supplies here. I've got Mod Podge, which is, to me, it's kind of really just a thin down Elmer's. I actually really kind of like the full strength to lay the matting down. Like I said, I might do another show, but kind of there's my acrylic paints there. This is actually just some thin PVC glue, so to use as far as once you do your ballasting, I go back over it, like that with an eyedropper, but I've got that, which seems to be working good. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on here. I just kind of wanted to show you the progress of everything. I think my hill and tunnel's going to turn out real good. I'll definitely show that progress. I've been basically dedicating all my time right now to getting all this matting done and getting all the ballasting done. And I did get the mountain pretty much formed the way I want, and I've got it cut. You know, obviously I'm gonna lay over. I found it was really neat. It's kind of a heavy paper tablecloth is what it was in the craft section at Walmart, and I'm gonna use it cut strips to do my laying over of the mountain to give it its effects. But that kind of at least gives you an idea of what the mountain's going to be. And I actually left this part flat on purpose because I kind of plan on having a little cabin sitting up top there, and we'll do a bunch of, obviously this all needs to be painted, it needs to be decoupaged, I guess. I don't know what they actually call the covering of it, but that'll be my next project after I get all of the matting completed and all of the ballasting of the tracks. But we're well on our way. I would say about 2/3 of the way done. I mean, all the big sections of the matting's all laid down. Just got this one small piece here, and then I'll have all the inside section, of course, including there. And then I've got these 2 little small sections here and here to finish, and then it's all small stuff the rest of the way around. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you an update. I kind of was looking at what I was going to do as far as the road, and as you can see, I kind of painted that in. That's where I plan on having my road course. Like I said, this is going to be, I think this is going to be kind of like the storefront area, and then this is going to be kind of like a little town here, and then like I said, I'm going to have a little mansion behind the hill here, and kind of have a, that's kind of my vision right now. I'll once I get this done and get the mountain built, then I'll have that stuff down. I've got a lot of trees. I'll dig that stuff out and show you that as we get there, but I've already purchased a lot of trees. I tell you, speaking of, I'll talk a little bit about, this is an addicting hobby. I hadn't been in it in years, and I guess I've been back in it for 3 or 4 months now. And man, I find myself every chance I get going on the internet and looking at locomotives, and I'm thinking about going DCC now, because of all the cool sound effects they have. And I'm already, thinking about on this track of maybe building another 2x4 and making it where I can bolt them together, and maybe have a switching yard on the other 2x4 and have them where I can bolt them together and make like a table. Like I said, it is, I don't know if you other guys are like me, but I'm like all in it. I mean, I've already bought a couple more locomotives. They're on the way. I'm really looking hard at a DCC system. I'm bouncing back between NCE and MRC. Maybe you guys can give me your opinions on them both. I mean, I'm looking at a starter set because, both of them I'm looking at have the nice handheld. And then, of course, you can upgrade from there and go wireless. You can get boosters, for bigger tracks, etc. But they have, NCE and MRC both have a pretty much, they look a lot the same handheld that'll program the trains, and it will do the, obviously the control of the trains and the horns and all the different stuff. And like I said, I've ordered 2 locomotives that are, they'll be DC and DCC, so you can run them on my DC track that I've got right here right now. And if I go to the DCC system, I'll be able to use the extra functions. One of them has sound, one of them just has the DCC, which controls the lights and the motor and all that. But like I said, this is quite the hobby. I literally, when I'm not working on the track, it seems like I'm online looking at all the different train stores, and like I said, it's bring back good memories that, my dad worked for the Rock Island, so I've already got a Rock Island locomotive coming with DCC. And anyway, I don't want this video to run too long. I just kind of wanted to give everybody an update on the status of it and where I'm at so far. I could run the train around it. It's still running smooth. I kind of make sure and keep the train on the track just so that we can make sure that we haven't messed anything up. In fact, I'll run a train around it real quick just to show you how we're doing and have it going through the mountain here. But I like the way it comes out of that mountain. See that? Like I might have a little cleaning to do there, but. Well, like I said, there she is, still running strong. Slow her down a little bit. I definitely got the hobby train bug now. I'll tell you, it's I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I see why you guys really get into it. It's nice because I can do it in the evenings, and I'm into RC quadcopters and helicopters too. If and planes, if you haven't noticed on my channel, I do a lot of that flying too. But the problem with that is that it's so dependent on weather, and me having the time to load up my stuff and go out to the field, and the nice thing I really like about trains is I can come home from work, relax for a little bit, and then I can just sit down in front of my track here and work on it for a while, and I don't have to load anything up. I don't have to go out to a field, and I don't know. This is definitely a growing hobby of mine, and I've got it bad. Like I said, I'm on the internet every night. Which, by the way, one other question. I appreciate any feedback you guys can give me. What's your favorite train shop that you buy at? I found 2 or 3 that so far that I really like. Like I said, I ordered a couple locomotives. But kind of give me your feedback on what your favorite online shop is. I'm not big on Amazon. I mean, I'm big on Amazon as far as getting like scenery and stuff. Prices are good, and I've got Amazon Prime, so I get free shipping. But they just don't have the selection that these train stores have as far as locomotives, and some of the prices are better on the train stores than they are on Amazon too. But anyway, I've run this video way too long. I hope you guys are having a good time out there with your trains, and we'll see you next time. This is TheElectronMan, and please support my channel and subscribe.